This whole town, it's being invaded by the other world.
Wow, thank you so much, Mallory, for the Prime subscription. Appreciate you. What a way to kick off this stream here. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're playing through the playoffs, and I'm gonna go close my door real quick. All right, here we are. Thank you so much for the sub, Mallory. Let's get started. Notre Dame, Alabama in the quarterfinals. We made it to the playoffs this season. We won the SEC once again, and it wasn't even particularly close. Now we take on Notre Dame, and I kind of, if we can fly through these and get to the offseason, that's where I want to be. Not because I'm not enjoying taking my time playing these games, but at this point, I kind of want to get Season 8 started and then finish Season 8, and that might be it. I can't say for sure, but right now, that is the way I'm trending. And here we go. I'm going to turn off the music because we are officially into the game. And I don't hear any audio. There we go. Now I hear audio. We're back. All right. Taking on Notre Dame. I don't actually know their scheme. I didn't look at their scheme beforehand. I don't know if Marcus Freeman is still their coach. We'll start off with the most dangerous returner in NCAA history. Taking this kickback. He has done some damage as of late. And he's going to start off the championship with a touchdown. You've got to be joking me. This guy's incredible. Touchdown. What a way to start off. Didn't we start the SEC championship the same way? That's incredible. I wouldn't be upset if the game had Devin Kesey go pro after this season. He's such a prolific kick returner that I wouldn't be shocked if an NFL team drafted him solely for that purpose. I mean, you're thinking kind of like, oh, Tavon Austin. I don't remember him being... Was he good at punt returns? I think, yeah, he was good at punt returns. You're kind of getting that Tavon Austin kind of player, but you take him later round because you know that he's not actually going to be anything better than a kick returner necessarily. Maybe you get him some snaps at running back, kind of like Kevontae Turpin. I think that's a pretty good comparison. Would you draft Kevontae Turpin today? I think so. I think late round you would draft him. We've got pocket passer Tyree Bromell. I also want to check. I have the Iowa State-Kansas game currently up, and it looks like Kansas is getting dog-walked, so that's no good. We have Platinum Safety Valve, 84-speed backfield threat BJ Mangum. Have we played Notre Dame before? I feel like we have. I can't remember now. Not a lot of speed at running back, so I think I'm just going to let things be as they are and just focus on the pass in the RPO game because Brenton Wake, number 17, is terrifying. With gold double dip, platinum cutter, gold layout, gold sure hands, and silver recoup. That's incredible. And then we have some pure blockers and vertical threats. So I'm not too concerned with their passing game. Their center is very weak. And it looks like well-rounded across the team. That's actually pretty good. So they've got a pretty good offensive line, all things considered. We're going to RPO pass key conservative. We're just going to start off and see what we can do. Of course, we're going to go to that strong safety swap. And I kind of want to try running from a cover 3 shell today. And that'll match what we do here on first down with this cover 3 match. So number 17 out there is who we're most concerned with. Oh, little shovel pass to start the game. Shovel tight end screen to a pure blocker. That's a choice. Alright, and we're going to go wing slot weak. I think I want to run this cover 1 slant crash. They're going to keep it with the quarterback. They're going to get a few yards on that one. Okay, they get 3. Brings us to a pretty manageable 3rd down and 4. Where I'm going to run, I think, cover 2 man. Oh, they got it outside and they got the 1st down. That was tough. Okay, trio. Let's try cover 4 palms. We're staying in that 3 high, or the 1 high shell, though. I really just like the way that operates. And we get beat on the run there. Deuce close now. Let's go cover 3 sky. Nice. Good run defense. I mean, again, Mangum's not very fast, so I'm not that concerned with them, but so far it's looked pretty good for them. Let's go cover 1 hole. And we definitely want to cover the outside here, especially due to the fact that they've got a tight set. Oh, they're going to hand it off, actually, and get a 1st down. Doggone. Okay, Notre Dame's kind of hit me with some stuff I didn't expect so far. Let's bring another blitz. There we go. We get a sack. Trent Godwin gets hurt on the play. Now, remember, currently, injury report, Jared Heller, week to week. So we actually could get him back in time for the national championship. Looks like Trent Godwin has a bruised shoulder. He'll be back. So nothing too scary there. All right, Y off trips. We're going to go to our cover 4 quarters. That's our poach check. It's a screen, and we're all over that. They've thrown 2 screens now to their pure blocker tight end. Oh, we're gonna keep Alex. We're gonna keep him in. Now we have the nickel. Oh, he is pretty hurt. This might be really greedy. We've got a bunch set, so I'm gonna run cover 6 Willie. We're gonna back off the coverage too. It's a screen pass. We're all over that. We're going to get off the field pretty quickly. Hopefully when we come back, Trent Godwin is fully healthy again. Doggone it. I got stuck on Kona Wilcox, man. Alright, out comes our offense. And again, this is going to be... Can we just, I think, keep the ball on the ground? Now, we do have a very capable quarterback. Probably one of the better quarterbacks we've had in this series. It's not like he's bad. It's just we can't do the same things with him that we could Jared Heller. But LaMarcus Payne comes out, and he was very solid in that SEC championship game. I thought he was what he needed to be, and that's going to be a 2-yard loss. Thought we could get outside, but don't quite have the speed. I'm going to go to an RPO screen now. Okay, they do pick up the outside edge rusher. Oh, you got to hold your block longer. Okay, now we're going to go... We're looking R1 here probably, or circle. Devin Kesey wide open. What a monster. What a monster Devin Kesey is. That was so good. We're going to get a timeout from Notre Dame, too. Immediately getting a timeout from them. That's incredible. Okay, let's go bunch now, and I want to run this cheat post cross. Looks like we're in some sort of cover 3, maybe cover 1. We're kind of going to find out here with Slade running across. It's not cover 1. Get that out to Oscar Thomas. That's a 4-yard gain. I'm definitely okay with that. Gonna run another cheat play. This time it's an inside zone. This one, I've seen some pretty mixed results on, and it looks like it's not gonna work here either. Doggone. You'll just notice there's some formations that do not work. I don't know why that is. Let's go Y sail here on 3rd down. Alright, we're looking to hit triangle or square, kind of based off what that outside guy does. He's going to leave Slade Cameron open, so we're going to hit it outside. Cameron running down to the 19. We'll go no huddle now and hit him with this trap play. Actually, we'll go inside zone. Ooh. It feels wrong not to use Slade Cameron outside, but you know what? That means he can pick up the safety and get us a few extra yards. Not bad, actually. And now we'll go hurry up again. And I want to run red zone skizzers. We've got 2 high, so we're going to be looking X or R1 based off what the linebacker does. It's X, hot route. Or not hot route, but hot read. Would have loved to shoot that to the end zone, but with that blitz coming, just have to get the ball out. Now we'll put our 2 wide receivers on the passing strength, and we'll go stick to the left. So here it looks like it might be some sort of 1 high. I'm going to read that flame icon and either go X or circle. It's going to be circle. 4 touchdown Dom Westbrooks in the quarterfinals. And I love coverage reads. Progression reads are great, but progression reads leave you open to making mistakes because of how much more information you have to process quickly. Coverage reads allow you to simplify the playbook a little bit more. Now, of course, with coverage reads, you give up half of your options as an option. So it's it just depends on how you want to read things. And I'd like to break that down in a future video. When the new game comes out, I really would like to start running some courses here on YouTube and trying to walk through some of the more advanced ways to approach your playbooks. Let's try running a cover 0 blitz. Haven't done a whole lot of this. Nothing going with that. Wing slot weak. Let's just back out to a cover 2 man. Still out of this cover 3 though. We're gonna shade inside, watch inside, and Kalawai is gonna have outside leverage. Oh, nice. Almost throw. Okay, now we've got wing slot weak with a 2 tight end set, which is very interesting. And we're going to go probably cover 1 blitz. Let's keep the heat going. Down the field, we got one-on-one Zeke Kukwa, and he forces the incompletion, but man, that was almost caught. That was dangerous. Nothing going there. There was nowhere to go with that. Alright, let's run the ball some. Have not run the ball a whole lot this season. And it looks like Cam Hackney's not in the game currently. Interestingly. Counter? No, I think we head off the strength. I don't mean 5 yards. We try a slant here. That could be kind of interesting. Wouldn't expect them to anticipate it. Actually gonna back. Why does that have him motion over? Okay. That did not work at all. Okay, we've got too high, but it's a pretty shallow too high. Chauncey Tam down the field. It's good coverage, though, but better offense. Chauncey Tam. Touchdown. He's done that all season. One-on-one, we take our shot. It was a really good throw. It was great coverage, but it was a fantastic catch, and we are going up 21-0 in the quarterfinals, which means we're going to start key momenting. And we've got a 3rd down and 2 at the 26. Immediately, of course, in key moments, all my guys are tired. This gets a little annoying to deal with, I will be honest. Okay, so we're supposed to read him. Whoops. That was not great. 7-21. We got the ball again inside the 19, so maybe this time I'll try not throwing a pick. Looks like we have cover 3. Okay. Who's hurting? LaMarcus Payne. Well, buddy, we don't really have better options right now, so... 3rd and inches. Wish I was running the trap here. This one we're reading the M key. Just take a 1st down. Just take a 1st down, no problem. Now we'll run a play action to Dom Westbrooks. They're pressed up, but I don't actually think they're in man. Gosh, dang. That did not work. Okay, we're gonna hit him with a trap. Oh, Cam Hackney stays on his feet and scores a touchdown. Very nice play. Third down alert with 3 minutes left in the half, and we're at their 25, so I want to run mesh here. We're on the left or the right hash, as usual. We're on a hash. I'm actually going to flip this. I don't know why it has to flip the receivers. This is going squares way, maybe? No. Terrible to cut in there. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay. Let's come out in 4 vert, see what they go. Okay. Fourth and 1 to the end zone, missing Slade Cameron. We had him. Oh, that was such a good route, such a decent throw, not great. Devin Kesey, that's a 1st down. We'll hurry up, stay 5 wide. 5 wide has become a staple of this offense. Here, I'm actually going to switch this to a post. Goodbye. Did you see the beat off the press? Oh my gosh. Chauncey Tam is a nightmare. We get him for 1 more year. I have not run speedsters in this offense since season 2. That's going to have to change. 4 minutes, we're in the red zone, and let's try this RPO alert. I don't know how this one works. So it's triangle or we're handing it off. I don't know what you're reading exactly here. Sheesh. That didn't work. Dang, they batted down my pass. It comes down to a field goal. We'll take that, though. Let's see, we're up 38. We'll stay in, though, for this play. I'm gonna run bracket switch Willie. I don't know exactly how this one works. I need to do the deep dive on it. How do you bracket a receiver and he still gets open? That's infuriating. 4th and 4 at the 7-yard line. We've got another trio situation. I kind of want to try that bracket switch again. We bracketed him again. This time we played perfect defense and he scored a touchdown off of it. That's so funny. Alright, again we're down on 4th and 9. This time I'm going to do all reliable. We're going to bring a mug. And because there's long enough, I'm going to run the pirate scheme. Pirate's not my favorite necessarily anymore. I used to run it a lot. Oh my gosh! Fourth down defense, just non-existent. We've got it again now. It's wing slot week. We're going to stay 4th and 1, though. So, you know what? We're going to go under. Tampa 2. This is going to sound crazy. And it probably is. Oh my gosh, I made such a good tackle, but they again get the first down. And now we've got an onside kick, down 11 with a minute left. This would be for the game. Didn't get a chance to choose onside kick, by the way, so they're going to get it. Really awesome. It spits me out on an onside kick and then doesn't give me a chance to onside kick return. Great coding, guys. But we win. 38-27, the final score. Somehow we come out of that game victorious. Because for a while there, I thought our team was going to do anything they possibly could to lose that game. And we're again headed to the semifinals of the college football playoffs. Who's their coach? Looks familiar. They can't quite pin who that's supposed to be. Cotton Bowl champions, though. And, I mean, we, for the most part, dominated that game. LaMarcus Payne finishes with a pretty solid game. One interception that's entirely my fault. Running the ball, we finally had a good day from Cam Hackney. Receiving, Chauncey Tam led everybody. Slade Cameron was up there. And then defensively, 2 TFLs for Alex Trevino, 2 sacks, 1 for Iabuniwe, Acker, and Godwin, and then no interceptions. Let's go ahead and move on to the semifinals. I don't think our coordinators are 100% safe. We may have to actually worry about that a little bit. We'll see. Peter Swain, Player of the Week. And we face Alabama in the Peach Bowl in the semifinals. Okay, that doesn't show me anything. Good. They check the injury report. And it looks good so far. It looks like we have Jared Heller back, actually. Didn't think that would happen, so he comes back. Yeah, he's starting again. Sweet. We do a quick check on anybody that would have a lot of points to spin. Probably not going to be anybody. Heller has 4. Let's see. And 4 is going to be enough for some of these. £3, that's not enough to do anything. Improve spin moves, okay. We'll get that. Knicks has 3 points. I don't know if that's going to be enough to do anything. No, unfortunately. About Hawker, 8 points. That's got to be enough for something. About to be 9, though. We can get run blocking up again. Five points for Trent Godwin. I think we just got to go run stopping on this one. Get that up a point. Suggs has 3, nearly 4, but that's not going to be enough for anything. Okay. And then Wilcox, we could go ahead and put some points in hands. That's pretty much it. Okay. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and jump into the Alabama game and see how far we can take this playoff run. Of course, we know Alabama likes to run that 4-2-5. I believe they run that multiple offense as well. So against the 4-2-5, what are we going to do? Run it straight up the middle. Now, they do have a penny look in the 4-2-5, so it might not be the most easy to just guaranteed run straight up the middle. Depends if they come out in the penny. We'll have options to audible out of, but let's go ahead and kick this off. Can we score another opening kickoff touchdown with Devin Kesey? And Kansas is getting routed. I just checked the score on that game. Oh my gosh. 29-49. Oh my gosh. That's disgusting. Yeah, let me just halfback dive up the middle. So they do come out in that penny. Okay, that's what I thought they would do here in the first play of the game. Yeah. That's the kind of the curveball I run into when it comes to this offense. I'm not going to go away from it, though. We're going to go right back to the middle. We're going to go inside zone. And go penny again. So if they're going to do that, we're going to switch out. We're looking the apex down. Oh. Oh, that was good defense. I should have gone to the post with that. I did not expect that to be what happens. This is tough. Alright, now we've got potentially a one-on-one outside. I'm going to actually flip this to be Kesey on a post. Nope. That was a tough first drive. That penny look really throws a wrench in the works for me. gosh. Sorry, when you're hitting circus shots like that, this Kansas Iowa State game, man, it's not playable, Kansas. Okay, what do we got going against Alabama this year? I think we played them, right? We're one of their losses. Bergman, who is very fast, terrifying actually. They have really good running backs, Kiki McCracken, Ray Battle, and then at wide receiver, a lot of speed. Tight end, a lot of speed. Oh man, I do not like our chances in this game. I definitely think we keep our depth, and they're going to run twins over to start off. We're going to go quarters. Okay, that's a good first drive play. Normal Y-offs. Let's head over to cover 3 match. Interesting play. Okay. Okay, tight open. Let's run wide here. Wide, and we'll do blitz, maybe? Cover outside. Okay, we've got motion. Pretty good D. We're going to force 4th and inches. And they're going to go for it. Of course they're going to go for it. Trips tight end. I think we go cover 1 blitz here. That's a touchdown. Wow, what a play call. Speed option on 4th and inches. And I overload the right side. I prepare for the run that way. And they go counter. That is certainly a rough start. Yeah, nothing going on these returns either. Alright, let's get back to the run. We're going to go toss. We're going to see... So here they're going to load differently. I don't know how well this will work. Oh, this will work really well. Oh! Oh! Louis Samuel obliterates somebody. Let's run off tackle. Yeah, I'm running right at that guy. 73. That's Alani Samuel, or Alani Frazier checking in. That's not exactly who we want. Gonna hit him with another play, or another run fake here. So play action to the left to Slade Kimron. They didn't fall for it at all. And now it's 3rd down again. Another 3rd down scenario. And a terrible throw from Jared Heller. This is where I start getting a little nervous. Ball start. Really good discipline from Alabama. This is the toughest game I think we've played all year. I don't remember if we beat them this season. I think we did. If we did, I don't know how we did. Oh no, we actually got 5 yards on that. I think now it's playable to go for 1st down. What a catch, Oscar Thomas. I kind of just put our season on the line there with the pass to him. What a play. All right, now we're going to go inside zone. Man, they run the 4-2-5, but they run a lot of it out of the 3-3. Nothing going on there. Try Skizzers here. Oscar Thomas again, down to the 8. Okay. Not bad. Inside zone. Now they go back to the 4-2-5. We'll take a first down. We'll also stay in this form. Actually, we can switch out of this formation. We can go Y off trips. 0-1 trap here. That didn't really work a whole lot. We'll get a timeout out of Alabama, though. That's pretty good. Read option, maybe? Speed boost from Gerard Heller, and we score a touchdown. This game's all knotted back up. Okay. Speaking of not knotted back up, Iowa State, Kansas, that game is over. Oh my gosh, it's not knotted back up because I missed the free throw. I missed the PAT. Okay. Four yards. I mean, you don't love that, but they don't take advantage of the offsides. They do get a first down, though. Goodness, we're getting killed right now. Let's go cover 3 sky. Let's try to get some zone action in here. Okay, good run D. There we go, 1 yard. You're going to go with another flex close. We're going to go cover 2 man out of this formation. Still stay under. Okay, that worked out really well. We go 3rd and 8 now, and we can send a load. And we'll do cover 2 man. Route commit inside. I'm going to cover the hard outside. And that's a sack for Trent Godwin. The senior. Going to try to get us back in the lead in this game. Should be, I'll probably go for 2. If we score a touchdown, I think I'll go for 2. Oh, look at the moves. Devin Casey can't quite get around the edge to score a touchdown. Oh, that would have been nice. All right, let's get back to the stretch. I think they're going to guard this pretty well. Get out of my way, big boy. Come on. Infuriating. Let's go back to this flood concept. This is going to be probably left side of the field we're looking at. That is Cameron and Westbrooks. And they don't cover Cameron whatsoever, so we'll go to him. We're going to go 4 verts. Hurry up. Tam could be good here. No. I'm going to throw this away. Didn't like that at all. Let's go flood concept to the left. It's 1 high, so I'd like to look right at circle. Westbrook's nice pass, nice catch. I mean, not a great pass. That definitely could have been better, but we'll take it. I'm just getting no clearance on these runs. Would be a good idea to try to hit him with a fastball. Touchdown? Dom Westbrook's touchdown for the true freshman. That was a really good play. I think you go for a PAT here. I think you wait to score the 2 until you're sure you need it. Alright, they're going to go 4 wide. I'm going to go 4 wide. I don't love matching, but with the speed they have on their team, I don't think I can afford to mess with it. I think I have to match. So let's see. Morgan Ellington should be locked up in man coverage. It's a run. I did guess pass, so that's great. They're going to go spread slot weak. Let's go back to our cover 3 look. Oh my gosh, it's one-on-one. Nice play, Morgan. He had the inside slot on the left wide open and didn't go his way. That was scary. Alright, we're going to go cover 1 hole out of the mug now. Bad throw, wow. Very big break. I mean, that was pretty good defense, honestly, but that was a very big break. Nice return. Nice return. And can we stay in this 5 wide look? I think so. Probably with 2 high, we're going to look outside. Cameron, that's not bad. We'll take that. Hurry up to the line. We're going to run this Wildcat flood. Again, here it's going to be R1 or circle probably. Maybe X? Oh, nice catch though. Hit him with 4 verts. Bad throw. Could try this dagger concept. They've got a press on the right side, interestingly. So I don't know exactly what they're running here. I kind of panicked through that to the running back. That was not good. That'll take us to the second quarter, or we at least hope to go up 16-7. Third and 12. There is one play I don't run too often. I think would be pretty good here. The sprint slot leak. This one could be good to hit. Oh, man. Nice throw. Nice catch. Slade Kimron. Great throw, better catch. That was phenomenal. And Kimron's got that upgrade to Heisman for his hands. Nice cut, nice touchdown. Slade Kimron. We're up 20-7. I am nervous to do key moments this early. Let's do one more drive of defense, see what happens, and then maybe we'll switch over to key moments to try to go ahead and get to the championship game if we can. So I like to stay in this under. We're going to go cover 3 match to start off. Yeah. I feel like I should be in that sky zone, but that's okay. I think match is fine, because it still brings down a safety into the box for a run fit, which is certainly helpful. We're going to stay in it here, too, on 2nd and 13. Now, I don't know how those hook curls work. It's going to be a screen pass, and we're all over that. That's a 1-yard loss again. So now we get to run our load, and don't have a lot of great blitz packages here. I think we run this cross games, though. Nice defense out there. Kukwa locking down his man. We get the ball back, and I think I'm going to play this last offensive drive and then start key simulating. Nice block. Kesey with a pretty good return, but that was actually really good tackle on him in space. Let's do an ISO. Kind of feeling the stretch here. They don't have numbers outside. Wow, 1 play touchdown. Oh man, I love when things work out so well. We're going key moments. We've got the ball again at the 17. It is 3rd down. I'm going to do a touch pass. If we're on the right hash, we're not. Okay, perfect. So it's Chauncey Tam with the touch pass. Probably the best possible person for this. I think Dom Westbrooks would be interesting. Tam has shifty, but not going to go anywhere there. So we'll settle for 3. That's fine. Take your points. Go up 30-7 in the semifinals. It's a 23-point lead. And we've got the ball again, still up 30-7. 3rd and 2. I'm going to come out in 4 vert, see what they run. They're going to run... We're going to run like a triple post thing. Not where I wanted to go with it, but a beautiful pass. Oh my gosh. Terrifying throw. We're actually on the wrong hash for this. But nobody in the middle of the field. Devin Kesey. Oh my gosh. We're taking the paddle to the Crimson Tide here in the semifinals. They scored that 1 touchdown. I thought this game's going to be pretty much hard to win. Well, not so much. Let's stay 5 wide. I mean, you see what I'm seeing here? Down the field, great coverage though. I didn't think he could hang on to that route to hold with it. Staying 5 wide, they go single high, which is closed post. We're gonna hit that over the middle. Tom Westbrooks drops the ball, actually. I didn't think he dropped the ball there. He got it so early. So we're actually gonna run kind of a scissors outside. Oh my gosh, Tom Westbrook's wide open down the field. He's running. Nobody's going to catch up to him. And he's going to taunt his way in. Touchdown. He lays the ball on the ground. What a play. He drops the touchdown, or drops the 20 to 30 yard post. Catches the 75-yard corner. And this game is a massacre. 44-10. We go to the 3rd quarter. We'll do 1 more offensive possession. If we go up 50-something here, though, I'm calling it. And I'm going to run a post with Kesey. We're going to see if we can get Tam one-on-one down the field. Catching it at the 5. 300 yards, 5 touchdowns for Jared Heller. Let's see if we can make it 306 touchdowns. Slade Cameron. I think we simulate the rest of this game. I'll keep my eye on things, but we're up 54-17. We're up 57-17. It is a 40-point game here in the semifinals. And that is how the game ends, 57-20. Final score. That means we've got one more game to play. Again, domination across the board. Our superstar QB comes back and drops a masterpiece game. 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 350 yards. Running the ball, not exactly a great game. Louis Samuel had a really solid game, but we only ran him 5 times. Tam, Westbrooks, and Kimron all 70+ yards. Thomas with 40. And then on defense, nothing crazy. 2 sacks for Trent Godwin, 1 for Myers, 1 for Shaddock, 1 for Trevino. No interceptions. We're winners of the Peach Bowl. And we will be playing in the national championship game. It's got to be Heller. Yeah. Got to be National Player of the Week too. In the national championship game, we will be playing the Oregon Ducks. Okay. I guess we'll see if they're much improved from last year. Oregon's overall on the season, 90 overall. So pretty solid team for sure. And to reach this point, Alabama had to beat Michigan. Kansas actually lost to Oregon. So Kansas was the 3 seed. Again, Kansas in the playoffs. They lose to Oregon in their first game. Oregon beats Clemson, who was probably the team I was most scared of. And now we face them in the championship game. Oregon is led by Brian Kelly, who runs the power spread in a 4-2-5. Interesting. Checking the final injury report of the season. Nobody on it. And I think we go ahead and get into this. We go ahead and wrap this season up. That'll roll right into season 8. Now, again, I kind of want to talk about this. If you're following along in the VOD, make sure to leave a comment on what you want to see. For everybody else that's here currently, I am wanting to end this probably after season 8. I'm not certain of that. I didn't mean to skip that. Whoops. 3rd ever championship game we're playing in. And first as a defending champ. But I want to end this series after season 8, I think. I don't think I'm going to want to play it too much more. Maybe on my own, but not officially on channel. Though, to do that, I have to have something to replace it. Now, I've been working on a series. I actually probably should have worked on it instead of streaming today. It is what it is. I'll work on it some later, maybe. Shut down the run game and force them to throw. I agree with that. And I agree with theirs. That's actually the first time I've seen 2 that I really agreed with on the matchups. Real quick, let's look at Oregon's team. Very fast dual threat quarterback. Pretty solid running backs here. Decent speed at wide receiver. 2 speedsters and a gadget, so that's a little scary. And then at tight end, some pure possession and vertical threats with a lot of speed. That is terrifying. I think we're going to do the same thing where we basically have balanced and then we look for the pass. We'll start off big nickel with probably just this cover 3 zone to start things off. But yeah, I want to replace this series with something else, and I've got a YouTube series I'm thinking of working on for playing games for the stream. Maybe I'll put out a poll for this on my channel. We'll see exactly how I go about it, but for playing games on stream, my current thoughts are we could do College Hoops 2K8, like a Dynasty on it. I think that would be really fun. We could also do an RTG on here, Road to Glory. might be interesting. Would we want to see a road to glory? I have already tried that. It wasn't the most fun, so I'm not entirely convinced. Man, they're kind of eating us alive here on this first play, or first drive. Aside from a road to glory, I'm just not entirely sure. No huddle, man. We're getting killed right now. And Oregon really hitting us with this hurry up offense. We could do some other games. I don't want to show anything that's not sports related on my channel though, so I'm a little gun shy to do something like that, but we could do maybe, let's run this cover 3 match again. Horror games? We could do horror games. I've been wanting to play through Resident Evil 1. I think that'd be really fun. I've got Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 0, and what's the other one I have? I don't entirely remember. I mean, I've also got 3, 4, all the remakes. Yeah, I've got 4. Do I have 3? I don't think I have 3. I think 3 is the one I don't have. I might have to get 3. Nice defense. We get off the field. Perfect. All right. That was a good. That was good catching back up after that no huddle first few first downs. But yeah, so you know, I'll put a poll up for that. We'll see. Not entirely sure what I want to do just yet. Man, block somebody, guys. I think that was David Ojeda hurt, by the way. Let's go with some power running. We're going to go split zone strong. So some zone running. We're going towards the strong side, which I don't really see what makes this the strong side. Oh, yes, I do. There's 2 tight ends. Done. Yeah, stay in the game, buddy. It's the national championship. You'll be fine. We could try this power O. Not a big fan of the stretch here. Oh, Cam Hackney finds a hole. Cam Hackney might be off to the races. 40, 30. And he's going to get caught from behind because he's not the fastest guy on the field. He's much quicker than he is fast. But that's not a bad start. And now we're going to go bunch, strong, nasty. Is he still in the game? No, Luis Samuel is. They're running that 3-3-5 penny front. Really hate running against this, but you know what? It worked out pretty well there. We're going to get a first down. Now we're going to go no huddle. Can't go 5 wide, but that's okay. We're going to bunch out into trips. And we're going to run a read option here. It's a handoff. And touchdown, first of the national championship, Luis Samuel, the sophomore. Junior? Sophomore? Sophomore. Goodness, I need to do better on these kicks. And I'm just going to check on the Kansas game real quick. It was not going well when I last saw. 3 running backs. What are these guys running? These guys are cooking up something crazy. Yeah, it's not looking good. Kansas is in a world of hurt. Okay. I ran the poach check. They did run a corner. That was a little scary for a half second, but we got it covered. Let's go cover 3 match now. We're going to try to stay 1 high most of this game to counteract their run game, which has been pretty strong so far. Oh! Almost got a pick, almost gave that up, so that was close. Alright, load mug. Load mug, and we're going to go cover 2 man, I think. It's a screen pass. We're there. And we got it. This game may also be a bit of a stomp. I mean, right now, Oregon, if their offense doesn't get going, I don't think their defense can contain us at all. And I'm about to take this to the house. Okay, I'm not going to take it to the house, but I'm going to get it down to the 36. And then you know what I'm going to do first play? Throw a bad pass. All right, what am I doing here? Well, let's get out of that. Let's go back to some of our bread and butter. We're going to run into this penny. This touch pass. And we're not going to get a remotely good block attempt at all. So that didn't go anywhere. Let's stick with what we got. Oh, hold a block, guys. 4th and 5. Do we stay on the field? I kind of think we do. This is going to Hackney for a screen, but we're going to try to draw him offsides. Now we're going to decline that. First down. Nice play. Maybe a double post now? Can you block and release on these guys? I don't see that as an option, which is really weird. Oh my gosh. Got crushed on that. Let's check out of it. Yeah, I didn't want to run that outside because the blocking was just horrendous. We're getting some of the most useless block attempts. This, I don't know on this, what they're running here, but I kind of feel like it's quarters. Yeah, stay in the game. Alright, we're going to do a field goal. Perfect. Alright, 10-0. 10-0. It's a really good start. They're staying 2 tight end, 2 running backs. They never seem to check out of those kinds of sets. So we're going to go... Yeah, they've got their running back in at wide receiver. It's such an interesting team we're playing against here. We're going to stay with a heavy run personnel. Where we run under in the 4-2-5. Now they go trips open, so... That's going to be quarters. Now, it does mean I have to poach Chester over a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah. We'll give underneath, though. We'll give underneath all day. We're going to go back to that cover 3 match. I'm going to try to stay outside of blitzing here because of the fact that they're in such heavy personnel. Great defense against the screen, but he gets off 2 blockers, or tacklers. Gets a first down. What are we doing here? The defense is great. The match coverage is perfect. It's right where we need it to be. Nice. Great defense. Okay. Doubles Y off. Again, cover 3 match. We're sticking with what's working. It's getting us in the place we need to be. Great throw outside. Really good throw and good route. We're going to try it one more time, and then we're going to have to start bringing heat because we're just not getting to the quarterback right now. Add throw. Trips Y over. That means cover 4. Bubble screen kind of ate us alive right there. I'm going to go with the fire zone here. We're going to bring the blitz. One-on-one outside. David Ojeda in coverage, and he gets beat. No. It effectively kicked into a cover 1. Actually, really a cover 0. Ran a 5-man blitz that kicked into a cover 0. And that's how it ends. I don't know what I'm doing. Trying too much right now, I think. Not McMillan. Rayshawn Nix is hurt. I was thinking Raekwon McMillan, I think. They're in some sort of cover 3, it looks like, so we get that out to Devin Kesey. That works. We're gonna go no huddle. Third and 1. No huddle again. I don't think we even get the snap off in time. Nope. Okay. So we go to the second quarter, down or up 10-7. That's not terrible. We have a chance to go up 17-7. So they have 1 rushing yard on the day. What that tells me is I can probably start checking out of some of these unders looks that I'm doing. Run the penny. I don't know if this will work. It worked just fine. We're going to stay in our look. Drop pass from Devin Kesey. Not a great throw, though. Let's go back to the run. What am I doing here? This is why I haven't been running. Try it, though. I hate the penny. I hate playing against the penny so much. It's such a good run scheme. This is going to Kimron, probably. Bad throw. My gosh. It's a pretty good punt, though. We're going to stay now in our normal look, the over G. Try blitz, too. I'm just tired of giving up stuff. I could have picked that off. I read that perfectly. I could have picked that off. All right, let's go cover 3. Oh my gosh! I had that post, and I didn't cover it. Oh, that was so close. Alright, bunch open offset. We're going to run our cover 6 Willie box check here. And this is where if 17 goes inside, we've got him. If he goes outside, we didn't really have him super well there, but great defense from the other side of the field. I think that was the right throw to make, but good defense. Whew. Could use a kick return for a touchdown right now. Not gonna get it. Oregon's just fast. They're probably the second fastest team we played, and it's definitely a struggle. Waited too long for that play to develop. That was the wrong idea. Too high. Yeah, we'll just go underneath. Oscar Thomas, first down. Let's hurry up to the line. And I want to try running one of these. We haven't run one of these in a long time, and this was a very reliable play for us. So we're reading that guy with the M key over his head. What does he do? Of course, that play doesn't work if they don't block worth the squat, and oftentimes they just don't. They just don't do a good job blocking. It's really frustrating. It's not bad. We'll take 5 yards. I'll try a screen here. Who's hurting? Oh, Rayshawn. Yeah, I mean, just stay in the game, man. Have a choice. We'll take Hackney up the middle. That works out pretty well. Let's run that pin alert screen again. See, I like the blocking here in theory. Oh, yeah, I like the blocking there. We'll take that. Cameron on a double move. Could also be circle or square. Oh my gosh, what an interception. I thought there was no chance on a double move with the best route runner in the country. We don't get a stop there, but that is exactly what happens. Alright, and we're going to start going to key moments because, honestly, I kind of just want to get through this game. It's only been an hour and 12 minutes of streaming, but I think getting to that point where I probably should start wrapping it up soon. Nice hit, but man, where is the defense on these slants? It's like they don't cover it at all. Great blocking on another screen. Oregon's going to take their first lead of the game here. QB keeper loses a yard. 2nd and goal. That's a touchdown. We stall. 14-10 is your score. We're at the 3-yard line. We're running stretch to the left, and I see an opening here. Louis Samuel could rip this off for a big gain. And he will, and he's going to get the block there, and he's going to be sprung free down the sidelines, and he's running, and he's going to start taunting here. And that's a touchdown. 97-yarder. When you're inside the 5-yard line, your own 5-yard line, and I run into this a lot myself playing defense, it's really hard to contain dealing with outside runs. It's really hard to contain on those. We're going to run slash here. We'll pick up a first down. Okay. We're kicking a field goal on 4th and 5. I mean, we probably should. I'm not saying that's the wrong call, but can we even try something else? That's going to be a first down. at the end zone touchdown. Sorry, I was quiet there. That was tense. When I saw the press look, I knew I had to go for something like that. But, oh, that had me a little nervous. All right, and now we're looking to hit Tryon maybe or Westbrooks. What the hell was that throw? We're going to try the same thing again. 4th down. We come out like this. No Slade Kimron. Oh, we get the first down. What a play. 3rd and 3. And here... First down again. Chauncey Tam. Chauncey Tam has just come alive in this series. Never expected it to be like that with him either. And here... We're going to find him again. We're going to go no huddle. It's 2nd down and 2. We get a timeout from Oregon. Five wide once again. I'm actually going to QB blast this. Touchdown! Gerard Heller, and that puts us up 14 points in the second half. Another 3rd down call here. 3rd and 8. No huddle, or not no huddle. We're going 5 wide once again. You already know where it's going. Underneath, Chauncey Tam in a 1 high scenario. We're reading the left side of that flood. And they just elect not to defend him. It's another 1 high scenario, and look how far off the safety is. Throw. Bad throw. 3rd and 6 now, and they're going 1 high once again. You already know where this is going. This is going triangle or square, and it's going to be wide open. And what is that? What is that throw? We're going to give up a pick 6. What? $14-point swing. What would have been a 21-point lead has now turned into a 7-point lead, has now turned into a 0-point lead. Wow. And now we're talking about gotta take a lead in the national championship game, tie game with 3 minutes left. I can't believe that. We'll pick up 3. That's wild. What a terrible throw. Now, maybe I should have used the pass modifier that raises how high the throw is. I didn't consider that. I've never actually used that. Fortunate. 4th and inches, they get a stop. They call a timeout. It wants us to punt. Yeah, right. Why in the world would you punt there? We're going for it. Of course, we're going for it. And we fall forward. That's a 1st down. Monty Arakpo. I scouted. I think I recruited him. Or tried to. Alright, let's get back to running from the gun. We're certainly going to take our time now. That's a 1st down. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Oregon has 1 timeout left, so that means we can burn the clock and end this game, hopefully. But I'm certainly not comfortable with just running the clock out from where we're at. So, halfback dive. We're going to center the ball for sure. That's the first thing. Ball must stay centered. Nobody's blocking there on the edge. We're going to stay in this look. They shouldn't be able to hit off the edge this time. Yeah, we've got the edge locked down. Not getting anything off that. That's a timeout from Oregon. And now we can run the clock down one more time. And you know what? I kind of just... This is really dangerous. I want to try it again. Up the middle. Alright, and that'll take the game down to... We'll let it run out here. 3, 2, 1, timeout. All right, 38 seconds. So after the field goal, you're talking about 34 seconds. Kick is up. Kick is good. We're talking 35 seconds left in the game. No timeouts. We're going to try to pin him deep. I mean, we'll get just that. It is more exciting this way than how it was originally trending. I am going to gap our safety depth. What is it? Loose? Is that the farthest one? Or the second furthest one? We're going to do loose. Safety width is going to be wide, and safety midpoint's going to be to the field. We're going to see how that works, but we're going to go dime. Dime rush with 4 defensive ends, and they're running trips. So I just want to run a cover 4 drop. Do we have a cover 4 drop? No. Okay, it's underneath. That's in bounds. Cover 4 drop field. That is definitely what I want to run. And he'll just run out of bounds. I'm glad to see that's still in the game. I was hoping that they didn't get rid of that bug. Stupid. Spread flex. Mug sim pressure. This might be a little greedy here. I'm gonna deep half Wilcox. We're gonna get a sack, and that might just be the game right there. This is it. This is for the game. 4th and 16. Gotta step up and make a pass, and instead it's a safety. We end on points. And that is our 2nd straight national championship win, our 2nd national championship of the series in Season 7. The Jaguars are champions, and now in Season 8, we're going to go for a 3-peat. And if we get a 3-peat, I think the series is over no matter what. But we get to celebrate one final time here in Season 7 over Brian Kelly's Oregon Ducks. And that was a tough one for sure. It definitely shouldn't have been as close as it was, but it ended up being very tough. As we celebrate, and it was a pretty good game. Stats on the game: Heller, not his best game to end his career, but it's a win. Hackney and Samuel absolutely dominated on the ground. Through the air, it was Chauncey Tam with Oscar Thomas getting some catches. Cameron had 11 yards. So not the way we wanted his... Well, I guess his career's not over. We have 5 sacks across the board, no interceptions, and let's go ahead and head to the off season. And I will have to be cutting the stream shortly. I will get through a little bit of the off season first, but I don't think we'll get through all of it. As Louis Samuel has set the South Alabama career rushing yards record. Wow, as a sophomore. I didn't expect that at all. Somehow winning a championship doesn't get you a whole coach level. We have 0 projected transfers. Kona Wilcox. Louis Samuel, player of the game. We unlock CEO. What that one does. End of season. Let's take a look at some final stats here real quick. Jared Heller finishes with 3,800 yards, 46 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. His best year of his career. And on the ground, we had 17, almost 1,800 yards from Cam Hackney, 1,150 from Louis Samuel, and then another 360 from Heller with a lot of touchdowns between them. Receiving, Chauncey Tam finishes with 1,300, Slade Kimmer with 800 yards, and Westbrook with 670, 600 from Thomas, and then a mixture. And then defensively, we're talking 34 TFLs and 14.5 sacks for Trent Godwin, 25 TFLs and 16 sacks for Alex Trevino. 5.5 sacks for Alex Myers, 4.5 for Iabuniwe, and 4.5 for Shadok. Interceptions, 3 for Wilcox, 3 for Ellington, 2 for Kukwa. We had 4 and then 6 total touchdowns on returns from Devin Kesey. So for their career, Heller finishes with 7,600 yards, 90 touchdowns, 43 picks. We've got 2,950 on the ground for Louis Samuel, 2,900 for Cam Hackney, and 1,200 for Dakota Sharpton, who unfortunately didn't get a whole lot of playing time this year. 1,900 yards for Slade Kimron. And then final numbers for some of these career players. Morgan Ellington, 390 tackles, 18 TFLs, 10 interceptions. Kalawaya with 285 tackles, 12 TFLs, 9 interceptions. Cormier finishes with 209 tackles, 30 TFLs, 5 interceptions. Godwin finishes with 40.5 sacks, 97 TFLs, 191 tackles. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Suggs did not play as much this year, unfortunately. And then if we look at our team stats. So in points per game, we were number 1 by 2 whole points. Yards per game, we were 6th in the country. Yards per play, we were number 1. Passing yards, probably higher than normal. We're still bottom half, but it's better than normal. Tied for most passing touchdowns. Second most rushing yards. Second most rushing touchdowns. Most first downs per game. And then on defense, we finished with a top 15 points defense. Top 15 yards per game defense. It looks like through the air, we gave up a little more. Still pretty solid though. And then on the ground, top 10 sacks per game, we finished with the 4th highest. So we did drop off in sacks. And then conversion percentage, probably close to 50. No, actually under 50 this year. Very high on 4th down, tied for 1st. Red zone efficiency. We had 98 attempts. That's the most. 61% is really good. So it was a really good year for us scoring in the red zone. And then very solid on defense in the red zone. And then turnover differential. We have to be pretty high here. No, we didn't get a lot of takeaways. I think that's what it comes down to. We actually finished with a negative turnover differential. At -2. We gave it away 20 times. We only took it away 18. Kind of wild. Oh, I didn't check Chester Willies. That's unfortunate. Players leaving. Cam Hackney Pro Draft. Rayshawn Nix Pro Draft. Exactly what we expected. I don't think these guys can even be persuaded, and that's fine anyway. Slade Kimron Pro Draft. I didn't really think he would go. Braden Jordan Pro Draft. I would love to keep him. Not going to happen. David Ojeda Pro Draft. Would love to keep him. We'll keep him. That is good. And then Demarius Hunt transferring for playing time. And Harrion Coffey, the star power rusher, transferring for playing time as well. Kind of had a feeling we'd have at least one of these guys transfer for playing time, but we keep them anyway. That's what really matters. Now, I do want to check out Troy, as they have a few guys transferring. Nobody great here. And then UAB. They have a lot of guys transferring. A safety, Taylor Book. Sean Stanzi. Really solid wide receiver. And I do have some players I'm actually interested in taking a look at, so I'll check on them as well. Alabama. Pro, and then some transfers. Jabari Iabuniwe would be really solid to bring in. Yeah, I would not mind bringing him in. They have Briggs and Jasmine. Briggs is transferring. Cameron Briggs from Alabama, who we originally wanted to recruit, is transferring. And oh boy, is he good. Transferring for playing time, though, so there's almost no chance we can get him. And then Jasmine, who is a defensive tackle. Okay. And then Auburn. Nobody great. What about Texas? Let's try Texas. We're looking for LaShawn Pitts. No. What about TCU? We're looking for Tyree Gallimore. Transferring for playing style. Okay. About Nebraska? Looking for Tremaine Rissi. Nope. Florida State and then Clemson. Florida State, we're looking for Andres Urrutia. No. And then Clemson. We're looking for Chantrell Sweet. No. Okay. So that is our players leaving. We're going to go ahead and sim forward a week. Nice. Get another level. Before I look at this, let's look at draft results. I will probably have to dip out here in a minute. I've overstayed my welcome, I think. Draft results, we had Cam Hackney, Rayshawn Nix, Jared Howler, Morgan Ellington, Slade Cameron, Braden Jordan, Jimmy Hawker, Kona Wilcox, and Alani Kalawaya all go. Now, Miles Kalis, obviously I want him to come, so we're going to hard sell. That's going to be clocked in. But the rest of our class is already coming here for sure. And we are starting off this transfer portal with the #1 class. I want to take a look at Tyree Gallimore at wide receiver. Why do I not see him? There he is. Not interested. Okay. What about Cameron Briggs at quarterback? Probably also not interested. He is interested. A+ playing time. I wish I remembered what his top 5 was. Okay, and what do we need? Doesn't show draft prospects. We have LaMarcus Payne, we have 2 QB, and one of those is a starter. We've got plenty of running backs. I don't think we need running back this year. Wide receiver, I think we could use pretty much a star wide receiver. Tight end we're set at. I think we could use probably a star player on the offensive line. You know what? I think we'll save this. We'll save this for next time. I'm gonna go ahead and check out, I think, because I don't want to get too much into the thick of these until we get to the next stream. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and check out. Peace. This was a fun one. We won another championship.